Now this illustration deals with open delta systems. Now figure 4-6 illustrates such a system. Now let's review the windings in the above portion of the illustration. Now notice we only have 2 transformer windings. We've either lost one or we've gone completely open delta. In my career, I have found that open delta systems do not work as good if you have a lot of motor load. We should go closed delta systems in that case. But now notice again, we are reviewing how we obtain our 120 volts. Is there 2 legs that we would get 120 volts on, or is there 3? Now, reviewing the illustration, let's look at say the A phase. Do we get 120 volts to ground? Yes, we do. Look at the C phase. Do we get 120 volts to ground? Yes, you do. But phase to phase, we get 240 volts. But now, once again, when we review B, then notice we are going through that 240 volt winding B through 120 volt winding to ground. So once again, if we take, as designers or installers, 120 volt plus 240 and divide that by the square root of 3, that's where that 208 volt high leg you see coming in. And I don't mean to be too simple here, but now remember the square root of 3 is always 1.732. And that's important in other things that we're going to do in this presentation. So we are reviewing in this figure 4-6 open delta systems. What are the other advantages of an open delta system? Well, let's review the calculating amps of the transformer, that boxed in information. Now notice each transformer is 100 kV each. And right above the calculating amps of the transformer, we have lost one of those windings. So we're going to reconnect it delta as you see in the illustration, but it's going to be open delta, not closed. Then notice when we did the calculations, we come up with 721 amps as you see in the illustration, just like we calculated previously. But here we're using 3 transformers to obtain our amps, not 2, as we'll see there. Now, if one winding becomes defected and defaults in some way, then the 721 amps that you would obtain if all 3 transformers were active and operating properly, we would take 58% of 721 and we could reduce that load from 721 down to 418, and the loads that were essential to the system we could supply till we obtained another transformer to reconnect, say, into a delta hookup, so that was closed. So we would just order 100 kVA and reconnect it, and then we could get a full 721, and the 418 we would no longer have to worry about. So this kind of goes through the procedure, and notice in note 2, nothing has changed. Note 1, and when I say nothing has changed, the sections haven't. Now note 1, it shows 2 windings in the transformers are shown, but if we should lose one as indicated in the calculation amps of the transformer, then we know the benefit. So figure 4-6 just simply illustrates the open delta systems. And the only disadvantage in it, you can only obtain 120 volts to ground with 2 conductors, not 3, like you could in a 3-phase 4-wire system. Why?